Misfits 16 has been announced, and it might be one of my favorite cards yet. So first, let's talk about the 2 fights we have from the lightweight tournament. I really like that they're putting 2 fights from the tournament on here. They said that they want to have the tournament wrapped up by the end of the year. If they keep up this pace, I think they can probably do that. Then we can see a challenger for Dean the Great probably early next year. And if they can do the same thing with the cruiserweight tournament, we won't have to wait too long to see the conclusion. So let's start with Yuddy Gang versus Argentinian King. I'm not going to be doing predictions in this video, but I do want to say that Argentinian King will need to massively step up his game if he wants to hang in there with Yuddy Gang. It's going to be a good fight, don't get me wrong, but Yuddy Gang is definitely going to be the clear favorite there based on Argentinian King's previous performance. Walid Sharks and Ace Musa is going to be an interesting matchup. Walid Sharks is a skilled fighter. He's knocked down multiple opponents. He knocked down IPOP. He knocked down Dean the Great. And then we have Ace Musa, who we haven't seen fight on Misfits, but is held in high regard in the amateurs. We've heard multiple fighters talk about him. We've heard Joey Knight talk about him very favorably. And the winner of this fight is going to be fighting Joey Knight. So it will be interesting if Ace Musa is able to overcome Walid Sharks. Him fighting Joey Knight is going to be a real good fight. Very interested to see who's going to win that and who's going to be facing Joey Knight in the next round. Then we have Samuel Ericsson versus OJ Rosé. We were introduced to Samuel on the previous Misfits card by Anthony Taylor of all people, and I've seen clips of Samuel. He looks really good. We know that he can bang, but we're talking about OJ Rosé. Taking on OJ Rosé in your first fight is going to be a tough call. Then we have Faze Temp. Is he still Faze? I don't know. Then we have Temper versus Josh Bruckner in the cruiserweight tournament. Now, this is going to be an interesting matchup. I feel like this is going to be a tough matchup for Josh. He hasn't been as active since his Salt Puppy loss, and Temper's been training. Temper's been fighting. He had 1 fight. So I think it is an uphill battle for Josh. I know the community is kind of torn on this one. They're a little annoyed as well that these are like sort of 2 fan favorites going against each other, but fuck it. I mean, we've seen that losses don't define you and don't necessarily have a negative impact. It's just sort of, right, you took a loss to a better man, so fuck it. May the best man win. I'm here for it. And then we have a few debuts. We have Leah Gotti versus Amber Fields. Now, Leah Gotti, if you don't know who she is, don't look it up in a public library. Just a heads up. Amber Fields, according to a quick Google, is a ring girl. We also then have the debut of Amir Cashman Anderson. Now, the word debut is being used loosely there by both myself and Misfits because it might be his first time on Misfits, but he has had 40 amateur fights according to BoxRec. He's 40-8 on BoxRec with 3 KOs. Okay, I mean, the headgear, all that type of thing. So I don't know who he's going to be fighting. If they're going to maybe bring in another amateur for him, maybe they bring in Kamal Moten. I don't know. So the card is taking place on the 10th of August, which is right around the corner from when KSI is supposed to fight. Apparently, there might be some more fights added to the card, but that is it for now. It is a good card. I'm here for it. As we get closer to the fights, I will probably put out some predictions and things like that. But we're going to leave it there for now. Good night, good luck, and good boobies.